Cycling Championships. Andy Ruffell, 3 times UK champion, is going to be guiding you through some of the action. And what action today? Second heat, eh? Of 5.
We've got 5 more of Britain's top freestyle riders, and in fact we've got a British King of the Skate Parks winner.
Have we really?
So it's going to be very competitive.
Because what we're looking for are 5 finalists for a big final to try and find out that BMX champion.
That's right.
And in fact it's split into 2 parts, the contest people are going to see today. There's the first one, you say?
That's right, yes, there's a compulsory section where the rider does 8 compulsory tricks, and then he has a minute and a half in the next part of the competition to do any freestyle move that he likes.
Okay, would you want to pop over there and get ready to take us through that compulsory section? In the meantime, let me tell you, behind me here, you can see we have a very, very learned panel of judges, all very handsome and smiling. Give us a wave. Big wave, there you are. Some BMX experts who are going to guide us through and to mark each of our contestants out of 100 points for each section. But without further ado, let's go straight over to Andy for the compulsory section. Andy.
Okay, this is it, the compulsory section, 8 freestyle tricks. Okay, let's do it. We've got Ewan Mackay from Glasgow. Okay, Ewan Mackay, 12 years old. Very young rider. So there's 8 basic freestyle moves to do. Nice roll back. Into a ramp stall. Nicely controlled. And out. Doing very well, he's 12 years old. In fact, I think he's the youngest rider we have in the competition. This competition is to find Britain's best freestyle rider. And if you saw he won, we saw some fantastic freestyle skills. And this is what we're going to see today. And on the floor at the moment is Ewan Mackay from Glasgow. Only in the last couple of seconds. Okay, time is up for Ewan Mackay. And the next rider is Campbell. For Australia in Essex. Into 360. We've got a compulsory trick. Each rider has to do these tricks. Into the rollback. Nice kick turn. Nice and stylish. Nice aerial. Good couple of feet at the top. There he goes to the crane stand. Very nice. It's a nice ramp stall. Last 2 seconds into the switch around. That's the turn around to face the other way. Only a few seconds left. Excellent. Pulled it off fantastic. There's Campbell. Okay, our next competitor is Dave Young from Gateshead. 16 years old. Straight into a ramp stall. Onto the ball plate for a rollback. Put his foot down, but that's okay. Kick turn. 8 tricks altogether that the riders have to pull off. They have 1 minute. Dave Young with a nice frame stand. Nice aerial, not quite at the top. Okay, into the last 10 seconds now. Into the switch around. This is pretty difficult. If he runs out of room, it could be dodgy. Yes, he's run out of room. The cameramen will get a bit worried. That's Dave Young. Okay, our next competitor is Julian Harvey from Penzance in Cornwall. That really is a long way to go. So he's 15 years old. Very enthusiastic freestyler. Into his compulsory trick. Slips the foot there. Into a rollback from the ramp stall. Nice 360. Still got the switch around to come. That's unfortunate. But it is a very difficult trick. Into the frame stand. Into the last 10 seconds now. Nice kick turn to finish. Okay, that's Julian Harvey. Okay, next contestant is Neil Ruffell from London. Neil's 15 years old, and yes, he's my brother. Excellent frame stand. Sponsored by Alpha Run a few cameramen over. Nicely controlled, that was good. Into a roll back. Nicely controlled. Very smooth so far. Into a kick turn. Last 5 seconds going for aerial. Woo! That was good. That's Neil Ruffell.
Well, here in the practice arena, it's time for the BMX Beat teaching. Andy's at the ready, and what have we got on the second of our teachings?
Well, on this teaching, we've got 2 very difficult tricks, but very spectacular tricks. The first rider we've got is Mason Smith.
The spectacular Mason Smith, come on down, as they say in all the best shows.
They call him Freestyle Mason.
Okay. Listen, tell me, what are you going to show us today?
Bar up crossway.
And tell me about that. What do you actually do?
Well, you have to ride along, cross your bars up, and then bar hop and pedal on the front.
How long did it take you to learn how to do this?
We ask all the freestyle riders that.
Yeah. It's a trick question, really.
Probably about a week.
A week?
Yeah, on and off practice.
How much do you practice during a week? Do you every night you're out practicing?
Yeah, I have to come back from work.
How did you actually get into freestyle? Did you sort of say, well, I want to be a freestyle rider, or what?
From racing, really.
Have you left school, or
Yeah,
is it
just
your...
left.
Okay, well let's see the let's see the move. Go for it. There you go. And perhaps you talk us through it, Andy.
Okay, this is the cross ride bar hop. Now he's going to ride forwards, twist the handlebars, and jump over. So, speed again, very important. Twisting the bars round, hopping over, back on the pedals. And brings his pedals up. If you notice, he's got some pegs on his forks, on his front forks, which makes it easier to jump back over the handlebars.
It's obviously really dependent on a lot of control in this, huh?
Very, yeah. It does take a lot of practice, a lot of dedication.
Talk us through it very slowly again, Andy, just if anyone wants to have a go at it at home.
Twisting the bars, keeping his balance, jumping over those, back on the pedals to get a bit more speed so that he can jump on those front fork pegs and jump back over the handlebars. And then to finish, spin the bars round, back onto the pedals.
Well, there are some amazingly difficult stunts that we're taking a look at today. What about number 2?
Okay, number 2, we've got...
Who have we got?
We've got...
Paul Hudson.
We've got Paul Hudson doing the track walk.
We nearly forgot you. Paul, tell me, what are we going to see today?
Yeah, track walk with variations.
A track walk with variations, like a symphony. Tell us about it.
Track walk is basically, you turn the bars 90 degrees, and you have the pedals vertical, and you using your feet on the front wheel and turn the bike in a circle.
Paul, in freestyle, a lot of the bikes that they use have got all sorts of pegs and bits of metal welded onto them. I see you've got this thing on your... If we can just take a look. What exactly is that?
This is a Skyway platform, which is bolted onto a frame. You can convert any racing frame or a basic normal frame into a freestyle. You can do frame stands, kick turns. It's just, a component to help freestyle riders.
So you can do better tricks with a frame like that? Because I suppose that most freestyle bikes have got a double top tube anyway.
Right, yeah.
Are there any restrictions, Andy, as to the amount of stuff that you can put onto a bike?
No, there isn't really, as long as it's not too dangerous. I mean, there's no other riders out there when you're doing your performance, so if it helps you do the tricks, then there's no problems.
Well, if you'd like to get onto the bike and show us this very amazing stunt.
Okay, now this is the track walk.
Yeah.
Balance is very, very important. Now you'll watch as he's doing this, he's got his front brake on and off all the time he's going round. And that helps him keep his balance. And he's using his foot to pedal the front wheel round, which gets him round in a 360. Now there he's just balancing. And this is a variation on it. That's the great thing about freestyle, you can do whatever you like.
And that really is some control there.
That is.
Both of the riders that we've seen in this week's teaching. Look at that, it's amazing. That's why so maybe there.
Again, you know, that's just...
But very good. Well done. That is
Okay.
awfully difficult, and well done for having a go at that. Next week on BMX Beat Teaching, what have we got?
Well, we've got a Wilton and a bar press.
Okay, what are those? Tell me about them.
Now, Wilton is on the trick ramp, and the bar press is something that's very difficult. One of the most difficult freestyle tricks, in fact. That's where you balance on the handlebars with just 2 arms.
We've been talking about where the riders practice that we've been looking at over the last 2 weeks. Where do you practice?
Wherever I can.
Yeah?
In my front room. No, anywhere, you know, I do a lot of demonstrations around the country, really, and basically that's my
You practice almost really by just doing it,
Exactly,
really.
yeah.
Okay. Well, don't forget to join us then for the next BMX Beat Teaching on the next BMX Beat.
This is where we analyse one of the riders' tricks on the slow motion video. So let's go over and have a chat to Neil. Now Neil, you did a ramp stall on the ramp. If we could just have a look at it on the video there. Now it looks as if you wasn't quite going to come out of it until the last minute. Did you do that on purpose or what?
Well, I practiced a couple of ramp stalls this morning with, and eventually I got them off.
So you did that on purpose to make it look as if you weren't going to do it?
Well, it just came out like that.
Okay, well done, Neil. Let's hand over to Alistair for the scores.
Thanks, Andy. Now on BMX Beat, it's time to find out which are those big marks to beat. Now, BM experts over here, thanks, Kathy, have got the scores. Here we go. Let's take a look. Contestant number 1, we saw, Ewan Mackay, 47 points. Timber-Chair did well. Contestant 2, Craig Campbell, scored 76 points. That's very good. Contestant 3, Dave Young, 66 points. Contestant 4, Julian Harvey, 55 points. And contestant 5, Neil Ruffell, 78 points. Straight into the lead for London Weekend Television, Neil Ruffell. Have your brother suddenly going to the league?
That's right, yeah, I'm quite pleased about that, yeah.
It's not a thing.
Definitely not.
No, listen, we're going to talk about safety.
Okay, yes, safety is very important. Now, everybody's probably heard it before, but it's very important to always wear the safety gear. Don't attempt the tricks unless you've got the safety gear.
So, what are you wearing at the moment, actually? Have you got like a...
Okay, well, as you can see, what I'm wearing is, I've got a padded jersey, padded elbows, and on the trousers I've got padded knees, padded shins, so everything's very padded out and protected.
And even the bike is padded, I can see here.
That's right, as you can see on the bike, we've got padded handlebars, padded stem, and padded crossbar. Now all these bits protrude, so if you come off the bike, then you can hurt yourself pretty nicely if they're not padded.
Is there any such thing as some kind of a proficiency test for anybody to have a go at BMX? I mean, is anybody who officially trains?
Well, the only thing around at the moment is the full BMX Challenge, which is a proficiency test, which comes with a little magazine, and you go through it and you get your parents or somebody like that to test you on it.
Well, that sounds a good thing. Obviously, it's going to get more and more formalised in the future. But right now, of course, it's time for freestyle.
That's right, this is
Would
where
you
it's
like
at.
to introduce the first?
Okay, the first contestant is Ewan Mackay. So we've got Ewan Mackay from Glasgow. I mean, 12 years old. And this is the freestyle section. 1.5 minutes to impress the judges with every trick that you can perform. Get marks on originality, and flow of the performance, and of course the variety of the tricks that you perform. The most important section of the competition. Yeah, very nicely done. Nicely into back hops. As you can see, he's got some pegs coming off of his spindle on the back wheel, which really helps his back hops. Helps you keep your balance. Riding an Anaphone freestyler. And Ewan's the youngest rider in the competition. Into the last 5 seconds, into the back hop. Okay, that's Ewan Mackay. Craig's a very smooth rider, puts in a lot of practice, does a lot of demonstrations, and it's from the Anglia television area. And his hobbies are breakdancing, music, and windsurfing. Very nice. Very original. Into a bar press. That's difficult. One of the most difficult tricks you can perform. Bound to scoring good marks as a judge. Nice frame stand roll back into a 1/8. Very nice. Craig's really doing this well. That was good. In fact, that would have been amazing if he just kicked his foot on. And someone was swapping bikes now onto another bike. Onto the top of the quarter pipe. That quarter pipe nearly 8 feet high. That is very hairy. Into the last few seconds. Going for the aerial. Into the top. Excellent. I tell you, that's competitive. Dave Young from Gateshead. Straight into the bar press. Doing well so far. Nice ramp stall. That's a pity, but he's back on his bike. That's good. In fact, that is very good. And that's different. We haven't seen that before. One of the good things about freestyle is you can use your imagination. Very nice. Very good. Straight back on the pedal. This is Dave Young from Gateshead. He's unsponsored at the moment. Perhaps that will change after this competition. And his hobbies are freestyle all the way. Side of backward front wheelie, front wheel wheelie. Into the last 10 seconds. 140, 180 kick turn. Onto the quarter pipe. Okay, that's Young. Okay, next we have Julian Harvey from Penzance in Cornwall. Has Julian come a long way to this competition? He's been psyching himself up. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But he's okay. He's getting back on his bike. Looks as if he's hurt himself there. He's got a bit of a problem in his back, right? There's a bit of a nasty fall. But he's still going. Let's go over some guys. Excellent. Into the kick turn. Ramp stall, sorry. This is very good. To crash like that and keep your composure and carry on doing these tricks really is marvellous. It's really good. Try the park. Excellent. Okay, into the last 10 seconds. Julian Harvey from Penzance. Nice for control. Roll back. Okay, Julian. Excellent ride. The next competitor is Andy Ruffell from London. ladies like to see. One foot kick down, very nice. Into the aerial. That's a good try. But you've got to keep your composure in this competition. That does happen. One-footed aerial. Excellent. Into the ramp stall. Nice roll back 360. Very nicely controlled. Keeping his ball. Into the last 5 seconds. Nice aerial. Okay, that's Neil Ruffell from London. Okay, now, Julian, what exactly happened there? We're going to take a look at the slow-mo over there. What did you do there? What exactly made you wipe out?
Well, I never quite got my hand on quick enough for a front wheel touchdown.
Oh, so you trying to do a one-handed kick turn?
Yeah, one hand and one footer actually.
Now, it's an important point. What would have happened if you hadn't had a helmet on?
Well, I reckon I'd be a lot worse off than I am now.
Okay. Well done, Julian. You carried on and carried on with your routine, so absolutely fantastic. Okay, over to Alistair for the scores.
Okay, thanks, Andy. And I thought Julian was real brave to carry on like that. Don't you? Give him a cheer. I thought he did real good. He did the right thing. And thanks very much, Campbell. Our BM experts have given their final decision. Will there be a big turnaround with these scores? Let's find out. First of all, Ewan Mackay scored 47 in the compulsory section, 64 in the freestyle. That's a total of 111. Craig Campbell, 76 in the compulsory, 90 in the freestyle, a total of 166. How about that? That's a score to beat. Dave Young scored 66 in the compulsory, 67 in the freestyle, a total of 133. Give him a cheer. Julian Harvey, 55 in the compulsory, 67 in the freestyle, a total of 122. Give him a cheer. And here comes the interesting one. Neil Ruffell, 78 in the compulsory, 83 in the freestyle, a total of 161. Give him a cheer, but it's not enough to beat Ray Campbell from Anglia Television, who is this week's finalist going through to the big final. What about the standard today? Come on forward, let's see it. Yeah, what do you think about it today, Andy?
Well, I thought it was excellent. Craig, did everything go according to plan?
Yeah, most of it.
So you're pretty pleased with your performance then? And you're looking forward to the final?
Yeah.
The big final. Put your helmet on, because you're going to do the lap of honour in a moment. But in the meantime, let me remind you to watch the next heat of BMX Beat. We'll see you then. Off you go for the lap of honour. Cheers.